My role from the beginning as the interim director of athletics, I toured Pamela Gann, new president, in the fall of 1999 around the old Ducey Gym facilities. And I think her direct quote was, "Michael, we have some work to do here." I said amen to that.
When I was president, Claremont McKenna College did a master plan for what it wanted the future of its campus to be. We had come to a point where the old facilities that were supporting our students in athletics and fitness had just become too outdated.
We started was over 10 years ago with a renovation of Ducey Gymnasium, which was then the facility that was at the college when I started.
The second attempt was actually to build an athletic and recreation center, and that was built, that was supposed to be built just northwest of Ducey Gymnasium, essentially where Mills Avenue is right now. But after we looked at building that, we found out that pretty much every major utility in this region runs underneath Mills Avenue. And so it would cost an additional $3 million to put an athletic and recreation center in that location.
While there's always uncertainty in building, even a new building, there's much less uncertainty and much more ability to control that cost. And the differential between the cost of old and new was such that, in my opinion, it made a lot more sense to build new.
Pamela's steadfast support of this needed campus project, coupled with the leadership of our Board of Trustees, particularly Ken Novak, who called time out at a critical juncture when we were in deep discussion of a renovation of Ducey Gym, led us to the architects, the design team, and ultimately George and Linnea, whose backing gave CMC the leverage we needed to go ahead with the project.
That was the most critical milestone, was the phenomenal commitment of the Roberts family to support this facility that means so much to the college.
While we failed for a decade to get the thing off the ground, when we finally did get off the ground, we got off the ground with the right project.
So then the next set of milestones were we had to get it really designed, then we had to get it really priced out, and then we had to build it.
And then I had a chance to talk to Kimm. I've known him for some time. He's sworn to me that this is going to come in within budget and within 18 months. His word is golden in my mind.
And the rest of this project has been a process of gaining the support, the project, the facility design, and all that we needed to get to the celebration that we have today, celebrating that work being done.
Everybody was really excited about this facility. And what I love about a student body that understands their time here is limited, they were enthusiastic about it even though they knew they might not have a building completed until after they graduated.
Yeah, I remember they started construction a couple years ago, and we'd always walk by, and kind of the anticipation for Roberts to be completed was always building. We honestly didn't think it would be done for senior year.
As it was being built, we were a little confused. I think a lot of people were like, how is it taking so long? But like now that it's done, we're like, oh, like they did a lot. Like it makes sense that it took that long.
I could see that very first preview weekend, the look on their faces when they entered the building. And my favorite first question that a student asked is, can we come study here later? This is a spectacular facility for competition, and for fitness, and for health, and for well-being. And beyond that, it's an amazing place for our community to come, to be together, to enjoy the views, to enjoy one another.
It is a gathering place, it is a place for physical education, it is a place for fitness, and it's a place for our teams in CMS athletics.
My most favorite feature of Roberts Pavilion is its ability to combine both the old with the new. I like the elements that we brought over from our old Ducey Gym, combined with the new things, the new elements they would have to provide different experiences for our students.
We were able to incorporate the memory of Ducey Gymnasium in our history in a number of ways throughout the building. First and most obvious, on the entry level, we have the Ted Ducey Hall of Fame, the archival historical trophy case showcase of the program in its foundational years. Additionally, on the concourse in the main arena, you see flooring from Ducey Gym that creates the bench seats there. You also see flooring from Ducey Gym in the reception area in the athletic department offices. Up on the wall behind there, which is a great memory of that floor that many of us competed on and played on over the years. And the donor wall along the side, created from the bench seats and the floorboards of the old wood Ducey Gym bleachers, is another connection to our history and our roots.
So clearly the fitness is an important thing, just as athletics is important. There's not bright lines between the two. So I think the community will benefit from the way in which the building can be used. And I would define the community quite broadly in that respect.
I think the Roberts Pavilion is really inspiring for all students because it's such a commitment not just to athletics but also to health and wellness. It's such a visual representation, physical representation of believing in health and wellness as well as athletics.
Athletics always require great facilities, and when you have great facilities you can better perform to your potential. Just the greater amount of space will allow more students allow the teams to be bigger and more students to participate. I also think it will just make those team experiences more attractive to more students. It'll help them feel like there's something bigger that they're part of.
I think that the team sports here, volleyball and basketball, people will go to the games because they're excited because of Roberts, and also it gets pretty loud in there. So that'll be kind of cool to see and hear, just because it was loud in Ducey and everyone would go and it'd be packed. And the LAC was fine, but this is really, what I think CMC deserves.
I think our student community will benefit from Roberts Pavilion and the fact that it provides a different type of classroom for our students. One that provides a place for intellectual curiosity, as well as one that provides a place for wellness as we develop our total self.
I think it's really important to helping balance out our really stressful school work life, to have a little bit of exercise every now and then. I think it's really great to having a healthy balance in our really crazy lives sometimes.
I expected that even a building that works well always needs tweaking and fine-tuning and adjustments. And this list is really short. So that's my favorite feature, that the building works.
To the Roberts family, and particularly George, thank you so much for this transformational gift. As I've said many times before, as an event center, this is our campus center. It is the beating heart of the CMC campus, a wonderful facility for CMS athletics, but it really is going to be the community center for CMC. This is where we gather, this is where we dialogue, this is where we hear great speakers, this is where we can be as a community, the CMC community. And if it wasn't for your gift, this project would never have happened. So thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the Board of Trustees and all alumni of Claremont McKenna College.
Thank you so much for your generous support of the college and in the evolution and success of this particular project. It will be transformative in the life of every single student who passes through here, and it will create for them many amazing memories.
Linnea and George, this is a phenomenal gift you've given.
I'd like to thank George and Linnea Roberts for their innovation and leadership in providing what I see as a world-class educational environment or experience for our students.
George, I express my gratitude to you and Linnea for their support for this project every time I get to show off this facility. Friends and family, guests, colleagues, competitors, all are amazed at what we have been able to accomplish here. I didn't realize this is going to be emotional now. I really wasn't expecting that. Now I'm just going to have to get it together here. Okay.
Thank you so much for this athletic facility. I mean, it's just incredible.
It's amazing, and it definitely beats the portables that we were using last year.
Thank you so much for all your contributions, and we all really appreciate it.
To Mr. Roberts, you've given us such a great opportunity to stay fit and have fun, and I'm just so thankful, and I know everyone else is too.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for caring about us students. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
George, after every great accomplishment, with every new idea, with every spectacular facility, the question is, what do we do on Monday? And I just want to commit to you as a way of showing our thanks. We will follow your inspired example. So from today on, tomorrow, we are all in.